Hey there, my beloved Ascension pioneers. How's everyone doing? Are you feeling the shift? Today's D1010, tiny portal. Within the major portals, we have 3 more until no, not 21st of December, which is the grand opening, but the 12th of 12th on 2012. So we have 3 more to go. It's 1010, which is today, the 1111, and 121212. It's a major phase that we're going through now, and I've just seen a video recently on solar flares, and it's exactly the same explanation that I was giving myself. We had a few hits recently, and there was another geomagnetic storm yesterday, and I felt it intensely. I saw it also in the how people are acting, how people are reacting, how people are feeling, what all is coming up to the surface to be released. Also, this beautiful lady of light was mentioning this and how people might feel strange and how they might act strange in this days to come, and that apparently we're gonna, just see this activity strengthened and more I don't know, say, just gonna keep on going in a more intense pace. And basically, I feel it myself. She said that the message came from her angels, and I feel the same way. But this is not in a way to kind of, cause something like a major global event, but to really just push us in the evolutionary stage and the ascension awakening process. So before I start talking about something that is really important, raising your vibration, which is a part of this process, and receiving your highest guidance, tapping into your intuition and tapping into your higher self, which is not the same thing. Before, I would like to say a few words on how I was accepted by others, by my fellow pioneers, while making my yesterday's video. It was quite a thing for me. First of all, I wasn't really sure to put it on right away, but then I was like, you know what, this is me, I'm gonna put it out. I feel that strongly. There were strong nudges coming from spirit about that change, which is, like I said, no more personal replies. There's too many people, there's too many things I do now, and I need to keep my focus straight on what I'm here to do right now, because we need to be here in the now. Sometimes things we've been doing in the past no longer serve us. And I still invite you can send me your questions, but I will copy paste them in this Word file, and whatever I feel that needs to be addressed, I will address in my questions and answers videos from now on. So please don't feel offended and don't take it personally if you don't receive an answer from me. And like I said, keep sending me your Lightworker videos, your Ascension Awakening stories, because this is to build and enhance our community. This is my vision. And a lot of the people here on the Ascension path share the same vision, because now our strength, our bond, our mutual growth is what is really necessary. This is one of the most important steps. And just yesterday I met a new friend, and she said, oh my God, I can just feel the energy. It's so much different than, just you sharing. You've kind of helped to connect us in such a strong way. And this is true. So that's my vision. And because I need to focus on my priorities that have to do with this vision and changing some things on my webpage and creating like a forum of exchange, because a lot of people want additional information, which I cannot all do. I'm just one person and there's so many of you. So please understand that I need further assistance as well. That's why I'm focused on community, so we can all do this together, because the era of the new is the era of exchange. So I also, I was accepted in a way that many said, go girl, I was really happy about that. And there were many people who really welcomed this change, and this powerful sister of light said that she could just feel my transition. And also there will always be those who will understand us because they're on a similar path and they know what empowerment means. They know that there are those who will understand this and will welcome us with a full heart, with an open heart. And there's also those needy ones that they never have enough. They always want more from you, and it's up to you, it's up to us. We can't be responsible for them. I can't be responsible for every person that writes to me or decides to write to me and make contact. I can only be responsible for myself and know my own boundaries. I know what is authentic for me and what resonates and what doesn't. So today, a beautiful sister of light wrote me an email, and it was a huge confirmation from spirit, because she said she felt such immense joy when I was saying these words, and that she just was really guided to express it to me, that I don't even need to reply. Of course, I did reply, because it was an amazing gift she gave me today, like a strong confirmation that this is the right decision. And even yesterday, before going to sleep, I received the Divine Guidance Oracle card, and I knew that this is it, that the guidance that I received about this next stage, because it is time for us to take it to the next level. It's how we are to do this. Oh, that's my kitty cat, by the way. Anyway, the second email that I got today, which was really beautiful, was from a brother of light, and he said this: First of all, I want to thank you for accepting me as a Facebook friend. I feel so honored calling you my friend. I thank you. You're doing a heck of a job, and I'm glad I found you on the internet. I have so many questions, but I will never bother you with them because I know that all my answers will come in divine timing when I look at your videos. Till now, they always do. So keep up the good work and know that you are in my heart. Well, beautiful Ascension Pioneers, here it is. I would like to address this now. Before I start talking about raising your frequency and what is really important for us right now, and how we do that, how we tend to do that, I would like to address this. I speak about this many times, this, receiving guidance. And like I say, my videos or writings or someone else's videos or writings or their words, my videos are never meant to be as an advice. Like I say, advice is coming from the lower state of being. Advice means when you literally are half responsible when you give someone like a suggestion on what they are to do. And the highest guidance, which is basically just guidance, it's not advice. It's, advice, people who seek advice are people who think someone else will make a decision for them or at least help them make the decision. Basically, in the energy of the new, you cannot do that. Because if I give advice, I'm already half responsible for the decision of that person. I energetically attach to that. And because I'm not a being that would come from that level, and I know this is not of the highest order, I would never do that. And I even have that written on my webpage. I won't give I won't give advice, I give only guidance. So my videos are only meant to trigger you, to help you see, to tune into your own realms, to see what is already there. Because listen, this is something that I explained to my friend, which I met yesterday. She said, oh yeah, the group of people, we could meet together, but we're not there where you are, at that level yet. And I said, you will never be. Because you're not me and I'm not you see? Because the moment we think of us as needing to belong to some certain level or needing to come to that point, we forget that we already are here and we are the vortex. We have all the knowledge. We have all the wisdom. This is what Ascension Pioneers is all about. It's about reminding you to remember through your own inner remembrance. So basically what I'm always saying is these higher truths that I'm here just, giving you as a translator of these divine messages that you need to apply to your own level. And how does tuning into intuition work? Well, a lot of the people, oh, birds playing out on my balcony, they're so cute. Well, sorry. A lot of the people tend to this, they speak about intuition from different approaches. And it's really good. There's a lot of wonderful, interesting information, like Miss Sister of Light. She made a video about this as well. And she also shares sometimes on my page comments. She makes awesome videos how to connect to your intuition. And this is her approach, and we all kind of give a bit, a tiny piece of our own in the whole equation. So you also have to know that intuition is something that is built within every human being, but that does not necessarily mean that you're connected to your higher self. This is a whole other thing. When people ask me questions, sometimes they kind of feel that, for instance, I was asked, yeah, but where do your guides come from? I feel the need, not the need, but I feel that now it's okay for me to speak about this. There's a lot of people here on earth who have guidances, that come externally as a certain being or entity guiding them, and you all have guides and angels, which is true for each and everyone. But I'm different. It's not like I don't have guidance that also comes externally. I also have my ascension mentors, ascended masters, and so on. But I don't have guides in a form that a lot of the human beings have, because I myself am a universal guide. There's new children being born that come here in this plane of existence without karma, without the need to be here, but they come as volunteer souls. They come just to be here, to really help to raise the vibration of the planet and to remind everyone else that their job is basically the same. It's very similar but unique in nature. And I'm one of those children, and I've gotten to know this, when I started my awakening, not at the beginning, but the more I went deep within me, I was receiving all the answers, not just from my inner knowing. All the external triggers were pointing towards that. And the moment I stepped in my power and fully assimilated my mission and my purpose, that's where everything started opening up. All the doors start opening up. You do what you do because you're guided to do it. So it comes from your soul. So when a lot of people ask me certain things, they forget that you cannot be where I am, or I cannot be where you are, because like I said yesterday, there's numerous amounts, and we all come, of people, of individuals, and we all come from different dimensions and worlds. And not everybody shares the same journey. Not everyone will go through the same experiences, because not all need to. Sometimes people will say, you don't know this because you haven't experienced such pain. When you are connected to the collective energies very much. Like when you come here of assistance, you feel the pain, but sometimes you feel the pain that has been brought to this planet just because people have forgotten who they truly are. And I'm one of those entities, beings here who are, I'm basically what I am is a source essence. And that's why I speak about divine love. And that's why most of my messages come, and they are about divine love. And if people think this comes, you know, what I say, I'm guided. If they don't understand, this is not coming from guides, someone whispering in my ear or something. This is my tuning through higher self, to my I am presence, my monad. So I'm directly tuning in to my own presence, nothing externally. And within that ray, you can see as the I am presence, including all the light codes of the 144,000 soul essences. You are tapping into all, and that means the divine guidance always comes in the now moment, what is needed to be said right now. That's why a lot of the times I feel like a puppet on a string. You know, sometimes I just do things, I don't even know why I do them. I don't know what I say them. Sometimes my mind will interpret things differently. Like yesterday, I was guided to delete a certain video, and then a friend interpreted that in their own way, and I interpreted it in my way. It was not even about the interpretation, because that is of the mind. But the whole essence was I was really guided. Like through divine will, it flows through me. It always has. And the more I tune into that consciously, the more powerful it becomes. And this is how it is for me. So when you ask yourself, you know, how do I achieve that which Polona achieves? It's you really fall away from your own essence because you belong to your own being. You are here on your own ladder, back to source. Because you are source. You are in your own beautiful stage of experiencing divinity in this human vessel, at your own stage of getting guidance. So I can only share how it is for me. But the moment you take that personally and want to apply it directly to your experiences, you will separate yourself from your own source. You will put that force externally. My purpose is here to show people how to once reconnect again to the higher self guidance. And I'm sorry, people, but you cannot just do that through attending a certain workshop and activate your sacred heart through a certain method. It doesn't work that way. A soul doesn't just evolve like this. So you have to cherish your own level of evolution where you are now. You know, focus on your vibration of raising it here in the now. That's what this is so important. It's more important to raise our frequency with all that we can do, with all the methods that we can do, but to want to be somewhere where you are just not ready to be at. And you're not that being. You're a different being, and you should cherish your own sacredness and truth. For instance, how I live my life, everything is so sacred to me. All the truths that I get, because I know I come from the realms of illuminated truth. That's why these truths come through me. And that is so sacred to me that I just cherish it. It's something so precious. It's mine. It's how I operate. It's how I am being of service. It's why I sent myself here. But why I'm sharing these videos is for you to know why you are here, to discover that, not to ask me, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? You don't want me to be your guru. There's enough gurus all over the world anyway, and I don't want to be one of them. I envision myself sitting in a circle of people, having my own ascension group, so to say, my gathering with the people who are empowered, who choose their own stand, who want to be in their own power, who want to discover their own abilities, their own gifts, who want to tap into their own source. And those people I can really assist. Because they already have it anyway. They know they have it all it takes. They don't want to be me. They don't want to be in the level where I am. They don't want to become some other being. They don't want to become the other variation of source. They want to be themselves. You know, that's the kind of people I imagine myself working with, co-creating with, and expanding this realm and illuminating it with truth. So tapping into your guidance means directly going within you. It's not about what Polona thinks, you know. It's how I share here. It's what I came here. Mostly I came here to uplift the vibration, to just share about divine love. And you're basically remembering these truths through you. When you just hear them from me, if it's just the mind wanting to grasp on them, I'm not really helping anyone. For instance, if somebody would want to have a session with me and I would really feel intuitively that that person is still too much in the mind, I wouldn't want their money. I wouldn't want anything to do with them, because I know I wouldn't be able to help them, because it wouldn't flow through the heart. You have to be open enough to go through the heart, because all information needs to be seeded through love in order to be embodied. So you cannot go in this ascension wave through the mental. The way to ascension is the way to the heart. And I've just I think I've heard that in the Heavenly Blessings radio show. I think it was the one from Jesus. And they said the same thing. The way to ascension is the way through the heart. And there's many people who attend many classrooms and workshops and seminars about this, and they teach about a certain method how to open your heart. But if your vibration is not at that level yet, if you have not gone through certain initiations in your life, you will not just do that through the mind, imagining certain codes and what's happening to you. For instance, my light activations, how they work. Each and every individual will accept as many light codes as it is ready, as they are ready to, and as their body is willing to embrace, and raise the frequency to the level that they're ready to accept and raise it at. So the same thing is when I'm doing the Children of the Sunlight activations, we have rites of passages this season in the last trimester of 2012. And the same thing goes there. We all experience tuning into those energies. We receive these codes, but each will embody them as it's appropriate for our evolutionary pace. So know that raising your frequency includes a lot of the things. Raising your vibration doesn't just include you going with the mental and wanna achieve something and want to do something specific. Sorry guys, the phone rang that never rings and just disturbed me in the middle of my moment. Anyway, what I was saying is that we are each where we need to be. So that is why I decided not to answer questions anymore, because if I answer you, it's not really coming from you, is it? It's coming from me. So the moment you step outside of yourself, you just can't anymore. It's not a path of ascension. It's not a path of awakening. And I am here in this path, and I can only assist those who are in this path. And demanding answers and really craving them in a certain moment, if you don't get them, you just feel like you're not following the ascension process. You're not trusting that you are where you need to be exactly. So I cannot operate in that energy anymore because it's just so of the old, and I just can't, and I'm not being myself. I'm not being authentic. So I want to talk about now a bit about raising your frequency. My mom just told me today that she was reading a book. It's the same author that the one who wrote Celestine Prophecy. I think it's James Redfield, I think. And he's writing this book, and there's about Tibetan wisdom and what they hold there, what they possess. And she told me that they say the same thing, what I always talk about, food and light foods. And they say that basically people who want to raise their vibration, and they don't change their diet. They cannot change their vibration because everything goes hand in hand. And like, I always say that in my videos, all the levels are being upgraded simultaneously. So if you're only focusing on your third eye, or if you're only focusing on opening the heart, you're just missing the whole point. When you surrender, when you allow the divine activations to work through you, like the Kundalini is rising naturally, then you will see that all of your vortice centers within your bodies, I say that because we have many bodies, not just a physical one. So when you allow this process to unwind naturally, you will see that all the levels and all these vortices will be upgraded simultaneously. Maybe a certain area will be worked on more at a certain time, but they will all be in simultaneous motion, developing together, one with another. Because imagine if you just have one center too overdeveloped, you are out of balance. And there's a lot of individuals who are out of balance. For instance, you have a lot of psychic readers who have only third eye open, but they're not in the heart. So whatever messages that they receive from certain realms, they are not even able to flow them through the heart. So if they don't flow through the heart, and they don't know how to interpret them always through the heart. So they might give them the meaning that comes from the brain. Their interpretation comes from the brain because this is the area of the third eye. So watch out for that. Be really attentive to that. Know that you don't want to just develop one part of you. People say, how do you open your third eye? It's not about that. You have to trust that awakening process is a natural process. It's an organic process that happens when your light codes in the body start awakening. But your job is to take care of your body, to take care of your physical vehicle, to listen to your spiritual guidance, but also tend to the physical vehicle. So your job here is to nurture yourself, to receive the guidance, to listen to it, and then to flow with it. Not just focus on a certain area that your mind still, cannot grasp. If your mind cannot get something that's a good, answer to you, that means that you're just not, it's not important, or you're not ready to hear that. So let it go. The mind cannot conceive of certain things because they're purely of spiritual nature. When you have the heart that is purely open, your heart will know things. It will no longer be understood through the mind. Looks like I'm shooting myself with a bullet. Anyway, it's just going to feel different. It's just going to be this inner knowing that is not based on any sort of beliefs, because believing, when we say we believe, it's based on belief systems. But when we know, it's a deep heart knowing. So all of our centers need to be in an equilibrium that is in perfect balance. That is what Ascension process it's all about. It's about us becoming a light being. We need to tend to our light bodies. I received this message today. It was via email, and I would like to read that to all of you now. This was a general email, but I really feel this is what we're going through. I hope you have taken some time for yourself to relax, quiet your mind, and to connect with your inner source of energy. Personally, I've adopted the habit of channeling messages with every full moon, new moon, blah, blah, blah. It's not important. Different angels come through and the messages continue to evolve, always focused on helping you maintain a high personal vibration. When you're consistently connecting to your inner light energy, you are effectively strengthening your light body. A strong light body will help you to enjoy natural energy all day long, closer connection with your intuition and angels. That is right. So basically, we need to tune into that. So the moment you think outside of yourself and say, you know, I'll ask Palona to answer my question, or I'll ask someone else, or I will focus my power externally out of myself. You're not tuning into your inner source. I'm sorry, you're just not. The more you tune in, the more you go within, the more you say, you know what, I don't get all the answers. That's fine. I'm where I need to be. I don't want to be like her. I don't want to be like this other being. I want to be me. And I trust me, and I trust my inner source process. And I trust all is unfolding in the divine plan of perfection, beautifully, as always. So the moment you go outside of yourself, you're not feeding your inner vibration. So that's what this video is called, feeding your frequency, you know, raising your vibration, because that is directly connected to going within. The moment you go outside of yourself, you're not feeding your vibration, you're not increasing it. Today, me and my mom, we went for a walk. And after we concluded it and we ended on my meadow, I was just guided to tell her, let's hold hands and let's invoke the energy of the increasing vibration. So I saw like a radiant, multicolored, like a rainbow glitters of light codes, like showering us in a spiral movement. So then when we kind of get this from source, we anchor it in our being. And then we can flow it into the earth. We can release it into the earth. And then we hold hands. And then I invoke that. You can also invoke this yourself. Say, I am raising my frequency every single day, every hour, every second, every now moment. I'm eternally and always focused on raising my frequency here and now. And then you allow this to happen. And see, the moment I said it, my hands are tingling. It's a natural process. You have to trust it, okay? So my beloved pioneers, feeding your frequency, raising your vibration, it's all about you tapping into your source. You can do all sorts of things, but it's not just about changing diet, but it is a huge process. But if you're changing your diet and if you're not doing it at the same time simultaneously while connecting to your inner source, you're also not doing the progress. So many times I said that the Ascension is basically about joining all the levels of our being, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, and beyond. All of the levels need to be in tune, and all the levels need to be integrated, and we need to tune into all that. So it is important. Without eating living foods, live food, energy, you are basically feeding yourself lower stagnant vibration. It's true. And then you constantly need to purify yourself. You know, I'm still purifying myself until I started eating organic foods. I entered these whole new purging cycle. You know, sometimes I'm just, you know, releasing the old stuff from my body because it just, you know, I was a vegan, but still, you know, pure raw foods, living foods will make your vibration shift even faster and even higher. And then the old will need to purge. And we're in deep purging times, you know, we're entering the era when Saturn is in Scorpio. That means the underworld is coming up to the surface, and we're each going to be revealed with a lot of the shadows and what's still unveiled and what is still unrevealed, what still needs to be resolved, and also about us, how we can still improve our shifting and raising of that vibration, which we are. So raising frequency means basically tuning into who you truly are. So it helps you when you tend to the body. Eat living life foods. Trust your guidance. Be at peace with it. Don't rush it. Don't control it. Don't think someone else has the answers for you. Your inner guidance system is perfectly attuned to the divine wisdom. But until you will raise your frequency enough to be at that level of vibration, you will not tap into it. Like I said, a lot of the humanity has lost their higher self connection. They have separated themselves from, like, somewhere here. They're lost at third chakra, and a lot of humans need to first enter their heart space. But then, you know, you need to also experience other activations, and this is a natural process. You can't speed it up and you say, I want to be where you are. So it also depends on where you are as a soul. What kind of awareness you possess on a soul level as a fraction of source. Also, like I said, like attracts like. And you won't receive certain guidance within the certain realms if you're not vibrationally there. Everything always acts as a vibrational equal. For me, I can tune into that wisdom of the realms of illuminated truth because I have the quality of purity. And like Jesus said, purity. It's like a child who always sees the world with untainted eyes. Everything is always pure. That purity is the key to opening yourself to the kingdom of heaven, to the kingdom of God, Goddess, which is within you. But you have forgotten what the key to it is. The humanity has forgotten about this key. And once again, when I speak about purity, my hands are vibrating. So it's all about your vibration. You can say things, you can invoke them, you can do anything, but the vibration is the energy is what it doesn't lie. You can have someone with a smile on their face, but if they're all miserable inside, their vibration will give it away, and all those sensitive ones will feel it. Only the vibration ever lies. So forget about the mental approach. It's of the old. You'll have to go through the heart. The way of ascension is the way through the heart. So know that when the moment you will start raising your frequency to a certain level, keep me posted on that, okay, beloved pioneers? When you will come to a certain level of your frequency and you finally start getting guidance that, oh my God, you thought that before you couldn't get to it, now it's all clear. It's because you've raised your frequency to that level that you can actually attune to that knowing. And that's why angels have given us a message. I've heard that like 2 years ago. That you need to vibrationally come to us, that we can assist you. You need to rise high enough. And basically, all these divine helpers are cheerleaders. They don't want to do the work for us. It's up to the humanity to evolve. That's why I'm not guided, because I'm an assistant here as well. I'm a volunteer soul as well. So I'm not here to do your work. I'm not here to do anyone's work. I'm here to raise the frequency. I'm here to transmit this body of mine. I mean, transmit the light through this body of mine and illuminate it only with the light and purity and divine love that we are. So I hope you like this message. I hope it brings you many blessings. I'll talk to you soon. I'm going on my retreat. I'm going to meditate on this beautiful day of the 1010 portal. And I just love that I can go into deep silent space of meditation, because know that sometimes there's so much chaos around us right now. There's a lot of things happening, and we can always discern best and find out whether what we feel is ours and what is of the collective or someone else. That's when we need to constantly go, in silence and retreat, and then go out and then back, retreat, and then go out with our energy and retreat. It's like a cycle, it's like a death and birth cycle. It's always like that. Everything is always in circles. It's how creation operates. I love you all, each and every one. You're all blessed to be here. We're all blessed to be here during this shift, and I'll talk to you soon. Much love. Bye.